And the England-France game was kind of a classic. It was France, a lot of new young players, but they just seemed to have a lot of pace. It's not only in the back division, but the forwards especially. A lot of pace, some real passion about their game. And I thought England, and it's not on hindsight, we said this before the game, personally, I think Eddie got his selection wrong. I just think at these games, especially first Six Nations away from home, you've got to put everybody playing in the right position, and I felt sorry for Curry. I don't think Curry is a number 8. He's better on the side of the scrum, doing his best with the Underhill. And we didn't have a specialist number 8 playing. I think that was almost the start and finish of it, and we didn't look very good there. I thought Genge played really well when he came on. I think the England front row of Sinclair, Genge, Jamie George, again another Saracens player, just looked a little bit off sorts, but I think he'll stay as hooker. But I think Genge, Sinclair, Cowan, Dickey is a very powerful front row, and then you got Marrow and Cruz coming in. So England got the team there. I just think Eddie got his selection wrong, and I do think you've got to put Owen Farrell now back to 10. It's got to be between him and George Ford. They've got to pick one or the other. But I've always said it's easy from the green seats commentating and watching in. It's going to be a tough game for England, but I just think at this level you've got to get everybody playing in their correct positions, and I think England made some real fundamental errors in the section of the actual side. Okay, Wales, Italy, great start for Wales. I mean, Pivac, you got to go well done. That was, to nil a team in the Six Nations is a big scalp, and I thought Wales played really well. Tompkins, especially in the sense, I thought when he came on, I think he looked wow, and I would actually really consider him instead of George North. I think George has got to play on the wing. But Wales were good, make no bones about it. They're a good Six Nations team, but what a great scalp to play in Cardiff. Play so well, but we all know it's another home win. But Wales will be really pleased, and they've got a good side there. And I think the other stand-up player to me was Bigger. I think he's a great player, and that when he put the ball between his legs, that was a highlight probably the whole weekend. And so no, Wales are on to a good start. But again, the mouth-watering prospect now. Italy was so poor, but Wales were very, very good. And then playing in Dublin this weekend is a fascinating game. Yeah, Ireland-Scotland game was a huge pressure game for both coaches in Farrell and Townsend. And I thought Scotland were unlucky. I thought they played really well. A bit like the French team, real pace about their forward pack. The Hogg incident when he dropped the ball over the line, that wasn't why Scotland lost. That they could have won that game. And again, from a Scots point of view, I'm a big fan of Gregor Townsend. I like the way Scotland play, I like the way he coaches. He absolutely made the right call, leaving Finn Russell out, and Hastings coming in played really, really well. I hope Hastings starts at the weekend against England, but Scotland got a real chance, and a bit like I strongly tip France to beat England because of the home factor. At the moment you can't see beyond Scotland. Scotland got a real chance. If Scotland beat England, all the disappointment at the weekend of losing to Ireland will be put away. And Ireland again, it wasn't a great game, and Ireland didn't do much different than we've seen in the last few years. But when you're the coach, if you're Farrell, Andy Farrell, you just got to win that game. You have to win that game, and you can see by his emotion when you're watching on TV. It was a good win for him, and he's lucky he's got another home game now. But the Ireland Wales game is a fascinating fixture. It's one of those things, Six Nations rugby is amazing. If you win that first game, everything's positive, and Wales Ireland won their first 2 games. It makes a great clash at the weekend. So Six Nations up and running. It wasn't a great weekend, if I'm brutally honest, for the standard of rugby, but there's a lot of pressure on a lot of teams. But out of all the teams, France were to me the most exciting team by quite a while.